In a renowned public museum not far from the waters in Barcelona, there hangs a self-portrait of Pablo Picasso that the artist finished when he was 14 years old. Like those frames of his masters before him, this one draws its boundaries around soft Caucasian flesh. Wrapped in appropriate attire, the light reveals a gaze that is unspeaking and soft. And in a private gallery named for a commercial photography company east of the mountains that lies west of Tokyo, there hangs another. This one born almost 80 years later. This self-portrait of Pablo Picasso is in crayon and pencil. It is green and pink. He is naked, his nostrils flaring, eyes wide as watermelons, as if in a staring contest with the Reaper himself. When the artist pushed paint onto that picture in Spain, chief of the Americas, Grover Cleveland, was busy helping hush the blood of capitalism reigning over Queen Liliuokalani's kingdom in Hawaii, and when he writ his black onto white in Japan, another named Nixon was watering groundwork for sweatshops in Cambodia with Agent Orange in Vietnam. Dear Abby, how many levitating pentagons does it take to screw in a light bulb? Dear John, I have imagined. We are still imagining. Dear Mom and Dad, I have to learn to write these poems as if you both were dead and gone already. Dear Pablo, what did you see? Did you see pictures of winged victory descending a staircase on the eve of the bombings of Paris? They cart her down on wooden pallets, bound by hemp and nylon like a deaf and dumb Persephone, shuddered into the underworld, wings and all, because she is vulnerable to a match-kissing gunpowder, and while we are vulnerable to a match-kissing gunpowder, she is not a self-portrait, and we are not made of stones. And I've seen how light can fall so quiet on the face of a 14-year-old in Barcelona, how one eye looks down and the other you won't even show us how young you look. How we're only presented with one perspective at one time, organized in 3 simple dimensions, and how luminescence flies fast from your face in Tokyo, how an amethyst and carnelian aura have shaken a canvas where once a boy looked lost and lonely, how bone and root can protrude from fields where there used to be uncertainty and soil, and he never stopped painting. On the earliest morning of April 18th, he breathed awake, still tracing his color across potential, still distilling the essence of objects, still puffing magic dragon tail when giving form to an umbrella kaleidoscope, because words are swatch codes on the spectrum. They are cubes rendered from an aurora borealis. There is no alphanumeric code the same color as creation. No words describe the moment a 91-year-old master sits down to a new piece of canvas. Before the sunshine could reach the top of the sky, his hands had stopped painting because his heart had stopped beating. The clock reached for Fantasia. The artist disappeared around the corner in his life. Pablo Picasso completed many self-portraits because there is no such thing when you are living where one line ends, another bursts into light.